So starting off fresh, man. Eyes on the draft. Let's see what the actual standard bans are going to be. Obviously, Shen's a pretty common one. Always gets removed. And the fact that you're going to be up against Kuroki as well is just a double ban. You really, really got to make sure that that is just gone. Do not want to be played up against that at all. Fiend's going to take it out as well. Very highly prioritized hero. We'll see if Hininy are like just going to focus onto the big heroes, or maybe they might try and just target Miracle in general, just remove all of his absolutely insane heroes. Obviously, there was a time where Miracle was playing quite a lot of Arc Warden, and Arc Warden is really strong in this current meta as well. Like, he's just been popping off in all the pubs. I've not really seen Arc in a lot of pro games, but it definitely could have the recipe to just be a real menace of a hero. So I'll be quite interested to see if they go for that one. I really, really did. But Doom being taken away as well. Pretty obvious stuff. Really is cool to see Nigma actually coming back into the meta as well. Like, before, he was just never really around. Like, he was just completely disregarded. No one wanted to play him at all. But now you're seeing him picked up as the off lane, even as position 4 in a lot of different cases. So it is really cool to see. And Nigma Galaxy actually do ban out the Meepo themselves. So unfortunately, guys, not going to be a Miracle Meepo this game. Very sad. Very, very sad. But, you know, Meepo is, again, super, super strong. Maybe they were expecting Hininy to first pick it, which, to be honest, first picking Meepo isn't really as bad as it used to be. You know, before you first pick Meepo, there are just so many counters to it, and you just get absolutely screwed over at the start. But now there are so many different ways to keep your Meepos nice and protected. You know, you can dig them into the ground. You could just Mega Meepo up, pop BKB, and then all of a sudden you're just super tanky and invincible and can't really touch you. But there are tons of ways that Meepos is nigh on OP. But not going to happen. As well as Visage being taken away. Man, these are like very closed and coordinated bans. You know, a lot of different games, the bans just fly through in seconds and we're into actually the picket phase, but they are really, really being considerate about this. And there is going to be the final one, Nature's Prophet being taken away. Let's see what the big plan here is from Hininy. What is it going to be? We'll have to wait and see. I thought maybe they might have just had a clear idea about how they wanted to try and start off with this draft, but they're actually going to be going into reserve time yet again. So they're very, very considerate about what they potentially want to be grabbing right now. You know, I would be too surprised if we just see like first picked Ember Spirits or anything like that, because Ember is super strong, but a first pick Pudge. Ooh, what a start. What a start. All right. Hype. Super hype. I'm actually I'm quite excited for this. The question is, what position is the Pudge actually going to be in? Like, it has quite a lot of flexibility now. You see it play as off lane, even as supports in many different situations. I think I've also seen like carry Pudges come out in this current patch as well, which is pretty damn cool. Always love to see that.
5 seconds remain.
You know, when you see a Pudge and it's in your pubs, you're really sad. If you see a Pudge in pro games, then you're really happy because it's going to be fun. But Batrider was the response there from Nigma, which again has received a couple of buffs in the last patch. So it has started to see a bit more priority in the pro scene as well. Generally, quite a lot of heroes just get teams ban it out at the very start, but not this time. It did survive the first bans. It's going to get picked up immediately afterwards. And Hininy just focusing down on towards mid lane. It's taken away both the Lina and OD, which are generally heroes that ain't too bad versus a Pudge in the lane. So are they thinking about actually playing this Pudge mid? That would be pretty cool. I'd actually be really, really happy to see that.
10 seconds remain. 5 seconds remain.
I'll just have to wait and see. But the final ban for Nigma Galaxy. Are they just going to start focusing onto potential offlaners as well, or the supports? Okay, there's the Faceless Void gone. Which I should have just known that. Like, Faceless Void always gets taken out in the second phase, with, like, no question about it. And then they actually go for the techies to follow that up with. Okay. So where is this techies going to end up, I wonder? I do believe RMN plays it a fair amount on the POS 4, so we'll see if it is just going to end up in that pretty traditional role, in a way. Or maybe, again, Nigma Galaxy like to do crazy things, and this is a relatively new patch, so we could potentially see it go in some entirely different position. We'll just have to wait and see, guys. But Hininy do respond by going for the Lich there. Very, very solid POS 5. Ticks a lot of boxes. It's got slows, got damage, got control, got protection as well. You can't really go wrong with this guy.
10 seconds remain. 5
So they're going to grab up third. Whether if maybe they're going to try and secure their safe lane combo now to go with this Lich, or maybe wait for a little bit longer. Okay, there is the Ember Spirit. I was saying earlier on how highly prioritized this hero is, and they will grab it now. So that is looking like their mid laner, in which case this Pudge most likely going to be their off lane. Potentially still could be a POS 4 if they really want to do something crazy. And then there you go, another hero which is starting to increase in popularity once again. Tiny has now been grabbed up. So the question is this then going to be Sumail Tiny in the mid and Batrider as the POS 5 on Kuroki, perhaps?
10 seconds.
There are a lot of different directions
5
which Nigma Galaxy can take this draft already. They are leaving it nice and open, which is always great to see. It's generally the key to a really successful draft, is leaving it as open as possible to the very end, leave your opponents guessing, and then maybe bring out one final gotcha pick at the very end. Sometimes to rely on gotcha picks is a little bit awkward. If it goes wrong, then it goes really, really wrong. But Magnus is actually going to be the 4th pick up there. So that should then be the offlane picked up there for Ghost to be playing. Techies, yeah, probably going to be the POS 4 then for RMN for sure, because Magnus and Techies combo is pretty damn solid. Decent amount of control. Skewer plays is always great fun. In which case, I'm feeling like it is definitely going to be Tiny there mid for Sumail. Kuroki's going to be on the Batrider, so they're just looking for Miracle's hero last. Hininy, they do decide to go for the Rubik though, which is pretty decent in this current matchup. You know, Skewer RP Steel, really good. Steel Avalanche. All the techie stuff is pretty damn solid, as well as being able to potentially get the Flaming Lasso from the Batrider. Yeah, I like it. I think it's a pretty solid Rubik pick. So it does look like Hininy then are playing this Pudge as their off lane, paired up with the Rubik. Lich is the 5, Ember's mid. So looking for their carry as well. So just position ones to come out from both sides right now. I wonder if potentially Nigma Galaxy could be thinking of an Ursa, perhaps? You know, generally pretty good versus a Pudge. Like, you can push them out the lane when you start getting a few levels onto your Fury swipes and whatnot, which can be quite a big problem there for Hinini's off lane. So maybe they might decide to ban that one out. I'm thinking about it, though. Still plenty of reserve time for both these teams. You know, there was a lot of reserve time used in the opening bans, but since then it's been relatively quick. Yeah, these teams are feeling confident about what it is they want to pick up.
Dyer's turn to ban. It is Radiant's ban.
So Lifestealer gets taken away. Nigma Galaxy do decide to take away both the Monkey King and the Slark there, which have been some, you know, Monkey King obviously bringing some good AoE sort of team fight control, which is maybe kind of what they're lacking at the moment. I mean, they do have some decent AoE. You got the Chain Frost bouncing around, Sleight of Fists, you know, Pudge Rot when he eventually gets the Ags can be pretty damn impactful. But there's not really any huge team fight control from them. You're not really going to be able to bring anything like that from a POS 1, barring like a Naga Siren perhaps. But again, there is so much AoE coming out here from Nigma Galaxy. You got RP, shockwaves, avalanches, all the explosions from techies, and Firefly, everything from Batrider, that I feel like the illusions would just be really, really terrible. So yeah, they do decide to go for the Luna pick there as their carry, which yeah, is pretty good. Is there enough protection for it so far? You know, you can get the Pudge in the way. Not too much that the Lich and Rubik could do. Obviously, once the Rubik is able to get the Shard, you can try and do some like saves, pulling the Luna out of danger. Stuff like that. Obviously, you have the Frost Armor as well to come out from the Lich, which can help keep him alive. So it's not bad. It's not a terrible Luna game at all. And it does kind of bring a bit of team fight control. Well, not control, but a bit of extra team fight damage at the very least. Obviously with the old Eclipse. So now the question is for Nigma. What is it that they are going to grab now for their own carry? Something that can match up versus the Luna and lane decently versus the Pudge. And it's going to be the Morphling. All right. That seems pretty damn solid to me. I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, to be honest, I also like the lineup here of Hininy. But to be honest, Nigma Galaxy, they've got really great pick-off, initiation, control, damage, like everything ticking all the boxes. And the fact that it is Nigma Galaxy, again, it sounds bad, me trying to be biased and everything like that. But yeah, I'm really, really liking Nigma Galaxy's draft here. Obviously, both teams starting immediately with the smoke. And they're actually heading in the same direction here. We might potentially get a chance for a minute zero team fight. You know, like ships in the night, they're sort of going around each other. Nigma Galaxy taking... Obviously, both teams starting immediately with the smoke. And they're actually heading in the same direction here. We might potentially get a chance for a minute zero team fight. You know, like ships in the night, they're sort of going around each other. Nigma Galaxy taking control of the triangle area. Meanwhile, Hininy actually just sort of wrapping around the back of the Dire jungle right now. Obviously, this Watcher has been stolen away. They step into it. Okay, so immediately Nigma Galaxy know exactly where they are. And obviously at the same time, Hininy know the fact that this Watcher has been stolen, so they can kind of guess where the majority of Nigma Galaxy also are. So now it is a waiting game. Do everybody stick around and attempt like a sort of team fight for this one bounty rune? Or does he first try and go back to their own lanes? It doesn't look like Nigma Galaxy are too interested in going back, man. They are ready to take this fight. And the fight is a-coming. Into a one-shot. Gotta be careful he's not too far ahead. Flamebreak pushing back the Luna right now, but what a hook there. Comes out from Lil One to make sure they keep the Luna alive. Reki as well, maybe in danger, but the Blood Grenade lands onto like 4 heroes there from Petcat, so it's slowing everybody down here for Nigma Galaxy. Reki, I think he knows he's dead right now. Turns around for a little Frost Blast. But there it is. Kuroki's actually the one to get the first blood at the end of the day. So a good solid start there for Nigma Galaxy. So they just get themselves into better position. And the Luna as well being the one to throw themselves into the river straight away was kind of dangerous, but there's a good hook there from the Pudge to make sure that they do keep themselves alive. Really, really solid stuff. Oh, lots of damage coming out here onto one shot as well. Already being aggressed underneath his tier 1 tower. Can he get away? Kuroki chucking out the right clicks, but there is obviously going to be the stick. So make sure he stays nice and safe. And Ghost just getting pushed back. Reki as well now. Just constantly getting poked and prodded. You see, man, one shot just feels so uneasy. Try to get anywhere near these creeps. He's constantly getting pushed back.
The Dire shall look to their top tower.
Let's see how this mid lane's going. Obviously, Stupid Cat up against the king of the mid lane. This is not easy for him at all. Especially when you've got a big old tree being smacked in your face all the time. You can already see 6 and 4 here for Sumail. Up against the 3 and 1 there of Stupid Cat. And he's struggling to get near these creeps at all. Oh, they're down to the bot. One shot does actually end up going down. Another kill found there for Nigma Galaxy, and this poor old Luna is struggling a bit in this lane. Again, lagging behind in terms of CS. We could just see all 3 members of Nigma Galaxy at the top right now, having a really solid start. And it's not going to be easy. If the lane's carrying like this, It's going to be a super strong start here for Nigma Galaxy, and there might be a fair amount of pressure on like the Ember Spirit to try and make some sort of plays happen elsewhere and make some space. We'll see how successful he's going to be on that one. Meanwhile, up top, again, Miracle doing A-OK. 11-3 on the Morphling. Lil 1, 7-1 as well. So they're trying to find what they can here from Hininy. But it's not easy, man. I wonder how much of like the mental aspect is coming into this. As I was mentioning, coming up against Nigma Galaxy in your first best of one for the qualifiers, it's got to get to you a little bit. Not only losing out on gold, see how much in terms of net worth. It's already a 500 gold difference pretty much between these two mid laners at just 3.5 minutes in. And when you're considering experience as well. Okay, actually the experience front ain't too bad. Actually, never mind. Sumail has more experience and he still has pretty much an entire wave to come. Alright, so yeah, it's pretty rough. It is pretty rough. Maybe we could see rotation come in from both of the supports from Hininy, perhaps at the the 6-minute rune, and maybe they might have a little fight then. And potentially they could come out on top. But for Nigma Galaxy, going to do exactly the same. Kuroki as well as RMN are probably going to get involved at that point. It's such easy harassment to come up for one shot, and oof, the Frost Shield does come out, but it was a little bit too late to actually stop any of that damage. So one shot still takes quite a beating for that one. Again, man, just the constant throws. Skewer's going to be there. Blast off, gonna come land, but nice usage there of the Sinister Gaze from Reki, cancelling out that jump. He might be in danger though. Well, the bomb doesn't actually land, and Kuroki's going to be one who's getting super low here. Has to pop the stick charges, trying to run away, getting himself into the trees. He's hiding in the fog whilst Reki does die. One shot desperately trying to get the kill. The neutral's not going to be able to steal that one. One shot does at least get something, but at the end of the day, it's a double kill there for Ghost. Magnus having an absolute solid time. Decent CS. 3 kills to his name as well. It's not looking good here for the side of Hininy. Yeah, at the very least, one shot did get that kill. And because Reki was dead, it was at least solo experience as well. So that does help him recover a small amount. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Kuroki putting his death to good use. TP's to the mid lane to help out Sumail get a kill on towards Stupid Cat. So that's a death there for the Ember Spirit. At least this was before the 6-minute room. So he will be able to come back on into this one to try and secure it. Definitely going to need some rotations from the other supports. And it looks like Kuroki not really interested in going back bottom to help out the Magus anymore. Feels like he could just leave him on his own. And he's on the hunt for some action up top. Little one, though, he's pretty low. He's got to be careful about how he positions himself. You can just see already, man. He's still a quarter of the way until he hits his level 4. Meanwhile, Miracle already halfway to his level 5 at this stage. It's a really solid start. Pet Cat going to get shown. The bomb doesn't land, though. And Kuroki not willing to commit for the blast off so close to the tier 1 tower. So he does just let him go for now. So 6.5 minutes in, 3k gold lead. And Hininy gonna need to, I'm not really sure, start playing for some good ganks pretty damn soon. Well, they can't even get to a position where they could go for any ganks. They're still lagging behind in terms of gold and XP. They just got to keep waiting until they can actually find a decent opportunity to do that. You can see RMN positioned quite aggressively inside the dire triangle area right now. Pet Cat does come in though for a little D-wards. 7-minute Wisdom Rune, Lil One should be able to get that one off as RMN with the cocktail pushes him back. There is going to be the hook though, which drags him away from the rune. Lil One does secure it. And with the arrival of Stupid Cat, that should be a free kill. And there it is. RMN does go down. So finally, Hininy gets something. They keep their Wisdom Rune. They get a free kill as well. And that is the first Flesh Heap charge as well for the Pudge. You can see, everyone's like a full 1,000 gold ahead of their counterparts at this stage of the game. Obviously does equate to the 3k gold lead in total. Nigma Galaxy in this game, but Yeah, this is looking really, really difficult. Stupid Cat as well, just going to walk straight in towards Sumail. Is able to get off the Sleight of Fist, but he actually didn't have a Remnant already prepared. Has to go for a zip. Should be able to get himself away. Cocktail forwards. The dot damage, not going to be enough. The Flame Guard is there. Looks like elsewhere, the Magnus did actually die at the very least. Pet Cat gets involved for that one. Maybe Reki might still fall. So actually, Sumail getting hit from the towers. He does want to dive this. Going to leave it to RMN. And Stupid Cat, TP back to base, gets involved real damn quick. But unfortunately, cannot get a solo kill there to try and recover. Actually, Sumail still trying very ambitiously to poke and prod. Pet Cat's coming through. Still the toss, not too much. But yeah, that kill on towards the Magnus, that's pretty big. Pet Cat got that one. 660 gold there for the Rubik, which I imagine is how he just immediately bought out his arcane boots. The tier 1 tower, the bot lane's already gone. So any sort of space that One Shot would have liked to had to try and resume his farm has now been taken away. He's forced to go into this bottom side jungle already, which is not really nice. He's still only just past his level 5. Meanwhile, Kuroki is already third past his level 6. Yeah, he's just going to start mining up this entire bottom jungle, make it really, really hard for the Luna to come on in. Pet Cat at least is level 6, which is something, but I think that's purely because obviously he got that solo kill up against the Magnus, which does help. Ooh. Scamp knows there's somebody in the fog. How far does he step forward though? Ghost is ready for this one. He puts the ward up to the high ground, trying to go for the D-wards, but unfortunately he's getting controlled too much. He will lose his life at the start. One Shot though, trying to do what he can, but there's just no way they're killing this guy. 2 braces, plus the casual Oblivion stuff. He's fine. He's okay. Super Cat also turning up. Find too much. We're up to the north side. Lil One does find RMN, or should I say Sumail has found him. Actually, doesn't even want to focus on towards the Pudge, heading down to the south side instead. They've already got the kill on towards Reki. One Shot and Stupid Cat both stuck in the same spot. Goes, popping the RP. Doesn't want to use it because of the Remnants, and Stupid Cat trying to run away. Good hook there from Lil One. Potentially that's going to save his life. Toss though up in 1 second here. Sumail gonna throw him on in. Remnant though up towards the north side. Ghost chasing him after with the screwer. And there it is. The kill is still found. 13-3 is the scoreline. 9k gold advantage right now for Nigma Galaxy. Dare I even look at the win probability? I'm gonna do it. 96% at just 11 minutes in. Oh my days. That is really not good. It doesn't even stop here. Lil One also been found right now, trying to do what he can. Focusing on towards Kuroki. Obviously, punches tanky there with that Frost Shield, but unfortunately, it just doesn't really make too much difference. He still loses life. Pet Cat now his way with the stolen skewer, trying to do what he can. And now Reki, can he get to the safety of his base? It looks like he should, and that he will. But unfortunately, it's just another 2 kills there, going the way of Nigma Galaxy. They go for an immediate smoke as well. And so they did see the Luna obviously farming up at this top lane. And that's going to be their primary target. One Shot, he's going to stop to farm up these Ancients. But actually, it looks like Nigma Galaxy, they're kind of split. It's just Sumail charging in first. Can he solo? I think he could solo. He could 100% solo. Toss up in the air. Blast off from Kuroki just to make sure there's no sort of counterplay. And there it is. Another kill going over towards Sumail. 3 for 60 on the score. You know it's bad when Kuroki now has more net worth than all of the cores on the side of Hininy. This is truly, truly brutal. Stupid Cat has at least been able to get some face boots going, which gives him a little bit of extra damage output, but unfortunately, I don't think that's really going to be enough to stop the amount of losses here in this game. It's just so difficult for them. They do have some decent wards in their triangle area at the very least, so it feels like this spot is somewhat safe for them to try and farm, despite the fact that how Nigma Galaxy is still playing so heavily in this general area. And we actually just see Lil One, he's having to sit behind One Shot just to go for like a hook save. Like, he can't even find the opportunity to get any farm of his own going. Has to just play so defensively to make sure their Luna is able to find something on this map. But it's just so difficult. If you compare net worths, oh, I'll say that. Here, a Flame and Lasso, there it is, Lil One. He spends his time protecting his carry, and unfortunately, he still just ends up dying either way.
Are you ready to rumble?
It's not easy, man. This is such a hard game for them. And yeah, as I was going to say, Miracle, 8k net worth, one shot, 3.6. He has over double the value of net worth at just sub 40 minutes into the game. Gonna have Manta Style pretty damn soon as well. And he can just do whatever he wants. Miracle was literally not threatened on this map. Like, what can Hininy do to actually do anything? Meanwhile, talk about threat. One shot is dead. He's just gone. Lil One attempted the hook, but it was just too little too late. And he ends up losing his life. And just the entire squad, it feels here from Hininy, all gathering up in this left side jungle. Sumail, they're just charging in with the haze rune. They're going to start off onto him. Avalanche lands on towards the Pudge. I don't know if they can even take this fight. They're so tanky. Nice Chain Frost there. That's going to be doing a lot of work. Heavy bounces. Lil One still dies. Sumail's going to be able to walk himself away. Ghost, though, in too deep to run. And he will get the kill onto the Magnus. Actually, a really, really nice trade there for Hininy. And they're not done yet. Good Searing Chains lands onto the support duo. Sumail, though, coming in from behind. He's found the Luna, tosses them in towards the rest of Hinini's side. Kuroki doing tons of damage here with the bombs. The stolen blast off there from Petcat, trying to do what he can, but Miracle turns up. RMN actually gets the double kill. And poor old Reki, run as fast as you can. There's nowhere to go, as he will too eventually fall down. Miracle gets the kill. And that's pretty much a team wipe, as the Pudge died earlier on. So it started off good. It started off really good. The trade of offlaners is a massive gold exchange into Hinini's favor, but you know, attempting to find more, it does unfortunately just throw all that away. And they are back down to a minus 16,000 gold. 16k gold advantage, and not even 16 minutes in. Oh, this is absolutely disgusting. You know, I was expecting some pretty cool notes to come on out for Nigma Galaxy's first game of the entire qualifiers, plus with Miracle turning up, but this is just truly disgusting. Like, really, really disgusting. I mean, I don't even know how much longer they, like, Hininy can last for. It's already 15 minutes in, and this game feels nigh on, I don't want to say it, but is it unwillable? The odds? Okay, right, it's 100%. Gaben says they have won. And it's been that for about 40 seconds or so now. Gaben says there is 0% chance Hininy are taking this game. In all honesty, I think I completely... I agree. It feels horrible saying it, but my lord, this is just such a beatdown. For Nigma Galaxy, I think they're just having fun right now. Really are doing whatever the hell they want. Although Hininy, attempting a little play here. 3 of them smoked up, just Stupid Cat who isn't. It was like maybe Nigma Galaxy sensed that was coming. They backed out of the jungle area before they got ran into and found. Well, then maybe Sumail's going to show himself in these creeps. But he's just so tanky, man. 2,000 HP, 17 armor. This is not an easy kill to find. Maybe they're going to go for Miracle, but again, unless they're able to catch him before he starts strength morphing, I don't really know if they're going to be able to kill him either. It's really damn difficult. Never mind. Sumail's found them instead, starting off Lil One, attempting to control up the Tiny. Does it too much. Miracle just flies on in. All the damage in the world. Stupid Cat gonna have to try and just run away pretty damn soon, as they've already lost the Pudge. Jump shot to the right, back to the left. Will die. They bought back as well onto Petcat. Unfortunately, doesn't make any difference. They're just gonna start diving into the base. Why the hell not? Stolen Avalanche trying to keep him alive, but it makes no difference. It's a triple kill there coming up for Miracle. Dive back onto Petcat as well. Just more gold and everything flying into their favor. Like, RMN is actually closing in to the net worth of the cause now as well. Like, he's only 300 gold behind one shot, and then we will literally have the entirety of Nigma Galaxy top of the net worth. Okay, this is deep here from Ghost, super far in there. He's already used Skewer. All right, okay, this is where the greed plays come on him. Hininy dropping the tips. Okay. They're feeling really happy about that kill. Really, really happy about that kill. I feel like that was definitely a bit of greed coming on out there, but who really cares? It's all for show. 18 minutes in, every single tier 2 for Hininy has been destroyed. Not really any space out of the map for them to farm. I mean, Ghost is, One Shot, sorry, is trying to find that, using what vision they have to farm up. But it's really damn difficult. And RMN, okay, he finds the ward. All right, never mind. No vision is here. They spot the fact that the creeps are dead, so they know there is probably a Luna somewhat in the area. But already, One Shot is gone. Does not want to hang around. Smell as well, going for the old moon shards at the start. Why not? Just start beating people even faster. Just look for those kills non-stop. And Hininy. And they are huddled up as this 3 at least. They are playing as defensive as possible. Actually, can we compare levels? All right, even just in terms of XP, everyone is just miles ahead on Nigma Galaxy as well. Like RMN, the lowest, is tied with the highest of the Ember Spirit. Poor old supports, man. You get no XP. Not in a game like this. Smell, quick jump in. Found the opportunity to go for a jump onto a little one. And try as he may to survive. Tanky there with the flesh heaps. He does still eventually fall down. And there's probably going to be the first high ground push coming out here from Nigma Galaxy. Don't even need to bother wasting time going for Roche. Like, really, what is the point? Feels like it's kind of pointless here in this game. But if you guys want to head on over to the BetBoom website, you can sign up using code DXB2024 to get a deposit bonus or a free bet of up to $50, depending on how much you do invest yourself. Just follow the link in the description down below, guys, and you can get involved in the magic and, you know, get a nice cheeky free bet. Who doesn't like that? I would say use it on this game for Miracle for Nigma Galaxy, but I think you probably win like 1 cent on that $50, so it's probably not even worth it. Probably not worth it at all. But yeah, Roshan's going down. It scans there from Hininy. Not that they can do anything at all to stop this one. There's now Aegis into the hands of Miracle. He was unkillable before. Now he is just truly unkillable now. Close to 1,500 net worth. He's got his Kanda. Kanda? Kanda? I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm going to say Kanda makes more sense. I'm going to say Kanda. And now the first high ground push is going to be coming on out. Kappa wave here as well. Stupid Cat going to attempt to do something to keep this high ground alive. You know, trying to buy as much time for the Luna to get any farm pos. Oh my lord. That is so depressing. Just to die that quickly as a pos 5, man. That is brutal. At the same time, Kuroki just completed a goddamn E-Blade as well. Even more burst damage potential to come on out. And these buildings just drop so quick. All right, that's it. That's the big play. That's the big play here for Stupid Cat. You got a Dagon. Maybe you could burst down Miracle if he's playing a bit too greedy there on low life. Oh, he drops it, but the Strength Morph was just in time. Does manage to keep that Aegis intact. Hook, though, lands on towards Ghost, but he immediately just silences up there with the Orchid and drags back Lil One instead. Flaming Lasso on towards Pet Cat. Control onto Stupid Cat as well. Oh, he actually jumped to the wrong Remnant, and now he gets caught. RP actually lands onto the Luna as well. The Chain Frost attempting something does kill Ghost, but they do still lose their 2 cores. Only 1 buyback for the Luna, and if One Shot is forced to use it, it's just brutal. I mean, I don't know. This game is 100% over. Nigma Galaxy have won. But I know the reason why Hininy haven't tapped out is because obviously this is just a better one, guys. Like, it doesn't really matter. And there you go. GG is called. Welcome back. Miracle comes out there for Super Cat because that was just such a solid win. Huge victory there to come out from Nigma Galaxy. Yeah, what absolutely tremendous